Hey guys, I'm Amazing and so are you, and today we are going to be working on doing the animation rig and then also getting Luke's torso and legs figured out. And I'm going to be uh, adding the rig to the stormtrooper that we have, and then I will do a time lapse for the other characters so that you don't have to see me do it every single time. So we're just going to do that. What we're going to do, we're going to go File, Append. We want the Epic Fig Rig, and we're going to do the Append.blend. So we're going to append it. We're going to do Object. We're going to hit A, and then Append. What we can do, we can just do GX, or Y I mean. That's the objects. We want to create a new collection. We want to name this armature. You can name it whatever you want, but armature works for me. And we're just going until here. I'm just doing armature. And then there's also more words. They're probably at the bottom here. Yep. So we want that. And then we want this and this. We're just going to bring this all the way to the top. Do that. And then what we can do is create a new one under armature and just say rig shapes. And that's everything except the rig right here. So put that there. Put that there. And then we can close that. Put the rig up. Never mind, we won't do that. We'll hide the shapes. We get our rig. Do a GY. Why is it locked? Why are you locked? Oh, you're just locked. Okay, that's fine. So GY, bring it outwards. You want the scale to go down for sure. So we want to rotate this on a Z 180. Okay, breaks. So why do you break? Oh, because you want to go from object mode to pose mode. Select the base, RZ 180. There we go. And then we can go back to object mode. We'll make sure to save it. And then what we'll do is actually, since this is going to be for the stormtrooper, we're going to put that in stormtrooper. We're going to get all of the parts. I'm going to go GY. About there. And we'll make sure that his Z is at 0. Okay. We can also put the location at 0. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to scale this down. Actually, we want to make sure that his location doesn't change. Well, his location is still changing. That's fine. They're not in the same place. His body's 106, so this needs to be a 106. That's 107. There we go. Then we'll do GY, or GZ, apologies, and just make sure it's on the ground here. Okay, and we still need to scale it down more. We need to make sure this feet, we can tell this. Yeah, we can tell the size of it by the feet. And actually, I think that might be good. Yeah, I think that might be good. Okay, so we'll save that. We'll get into pose mode. Looks like his hands actually aren't that. Hold on. We may just want to scale it down just a little bit more. Do a GZ like that. Where's his head? Where's the head swivel thing? It's still there. His feet still are not completely accurate. You really want to make sure that it's like right up against it so that it doesn't cause issues. And look, now his hands are matched up and all of his arms. So that's good. So we're going to Control S to save that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go into pose mode. And we're just going to play with the different rotations. So this one controls the arm. This one controls like the shoulder. So we want to go into object mode. Click on that. And then we'll shift click the armature and go into pose mode. And we will click on this one. And we'll do Control P. We'll do bone. Oops, I opened my text. I forgot how I did that. Yes, thanks. Okay. How do I get rid of you? There we go. Apologies. So now, there we go. So now the arm rotates. Now if we do this, there you go. So then you go back into object mode, you select the hand, then the armature, you do pose mode, you shift click on the hand, do Control P again. That's why it goes away. Okay. I apologize for that. That's going to pop up every single time. So then when we do R, we have the hand. So that's that. That's how you do the animations, how to rig the armature for the Lego rigs. When we come back, I will show you how to do Luke's chess piece, and everyone should be rigged and ready to go. So I will do that really quick, and then I will come back. Alright, I've saved the hardest character for last just to kind of show how you would do something so tricky when your character is in a position like this. First we'll do the rig, and then we will get his chest and legs done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our armatures. I've put one on Leia and Han, not one on Chewbacca, as Chewbacca, of course, isn't really there. But we're going to hit Control C and Control V to get the armature. And then we can hide the rig shapes again. We want to make sure we're selecting the rig. We do GX. We want to make sure that our rig is unlocked. So GX, Thunder may be freaking out here. I'm going to give it a second. May have, no, it didn't crash. What's going on? G. I am in pose mode. That would be why. You want to make sure you're in object mode if you're going to move it. So GX. So something like this. Then we want to do pose mode. Hit this green, Control Z, 90. And then we also want an RY of 90 since he's laying on his back. And what we want to do, go back into object mode, GY. And what we're going to try to be doing here, I think I rotated this the wrong way. Let's see. 180. I can't tell exactly which direction it's facing, but we'll do GX. Let's bring this down more. Just tried to line it up with its feet right now. So something about there. Then we can do GZ. Bring it up like that. Okay, that looks good. Is yet again backwards? Yes, it's backwards. Okay. Mamma mia. Okay, another 180. Ah, that's, yep. That would be why. Pose mode. Hopefully I haven't messed it up. Which it looks like I may have. No, that's right. Okay. So, this one is going to be much trickier as he is at an angle. What we're going to do though, not that, we're going to do RY. I'm going to try to get it to match where his torso is here. And we're just going to do, let's see. We're just going to hit G so we can move it freely. Do RY some more. We're just trying to line it up with his hips as much as possible. So I think that looks good. So we'll do GY. Maybe not. We might actually just leave that there. Okay. So we'll get the arm. Try to just get it so that it's closer to the actual character here. Maybe something like that, and we can do an RY. Get the hand, that's not right. An RY. Something like that works. The armature outline does not have to be perfect, but you want it as close to resemble the character's body parts as possible. It does not have to be perfect though, as this is just the bones, and you want to just make sure you know what is what. I think this already looks pretty good. There are some things that we still have to change, but as of right now, let's see. I believe. It's going to be really difficult to get Luke. Let's see if I can't. We'll mess with that later. We'll mess with his actual leg later. Let me really quickly fix his arm here. So we're going to do RY again. Gonna make sure looks somewhat decent here. So somewhere about there I think works. Like I said, again, it does not have to be perfect. You just want to get it as close to resemble the character as possible. So now we'll go back into object mode and see if we can't fix his leg here. Do an R, Y. Okay, an R. This is what I don't like about this one, is that it doesn't... Okay, what? Of course you're at 0 degrees. Okay, it's going at a weird angle, so I'm trying to figure out what angle it wants to go at. Okay, stop the rotation of the X. There we go. Okay. Do something like that. So make sure to lock the Z and the X because it's rotating on the Y. The GX. Make sure to bring it back up towards where it was. Just trying to line it back up. It looks like it's not fully done yet, so we're going to do GY again. Just try and get it. And actually, to help us, we can do GY, sorry, and just line it up with the foot. Then we'll bring it up with GZ. Let's actually make sure it's in the right place. Okay. So GX, Y. I'm going to move it a little bit more. Maybe not that much more because it's now inside. I think his legs might be different sizes, but that's fine. RY. Oh, we're going to have to go really low for this to be flat. Something like that, maybe. So I think that might be good. Looks like we just need it a little bit more. Something like that. I'm going to call that good, so we'll just do GY, bring it back over. Yeah, I'm going to call that good. And let's see. That is not good. That's not right. GYX. Yeah, it does not need to be... That's not right. We want the X value. That's what I thought it would do. I don't know why it does that. I'm going to try to make it look the same. I think that looks pretty good. I'll bring it over just a tad because it looks like the foot is off, and that might be my fault. So we'll go here. Yeah, I think the feet are off. So move it back into the middle here, somewhere about there, using G. Same with the other foot. Oh, I see what happened. I think it somewhere about there. G, X, Y. Okay, I can't move it. That's fine. You may want to use object mode and just GY the foot just a tad like that. I think that looks good. Okay, so now that his bones and everything are in place, they're not amazing, but I think they will work for what we're trying to accomplish. We probably needed to bring it down a little bit more, but that's fine. We have the basics. So what we're going to do, we're going to do his left hand first. So what you want to do is object mode, So how you do this is you do object mode, you pick the object you want to add the rig to, and then you select the rig in object mode. Then you go to pose mode. You'll click on the bone you want to do. You do Control P or Command P, and you want to do bone. And then to check, forgot about that. And then to check, you'll hit R, and you'll just rotate it. And there you go. See, it works. You also want to make sure you're not animating anything else. Which it doesn't look like we are, I hope. So then we'll go back into object mode, click on the arm, click on this, pose mode, make sure you click on the shoulder this time, Control P, bone, there you go, and then R, there you go, we have the whole arm now. Back in object mode, do the chest, and then shift click on the armature, pose mode. So there's two parts to this. We need to click on this yellow arrow here, do Control P of the bone, and then we need to click here. You know what? I'm actually just going to, well, that doesn't matter. Hold on. Let me see. Hotkeys. Let's minus that for now. Need to do Control. Hold on. Frackin' man. Okay. So Control P. Why are you not working? Control T. Okay. Can I not do it while settings are open? You are making this very difficult for me. Control T. Is broken. Okay. We'll just leave that there. Anyways, where was I? You're going to go back into object mode, select the chest piece, shift click this, pose mode. We'll click on this yellow arrow, do Control P of the bone, and then we also need to click this blue triangle that's hiding in his chest. If it's a little bit forward, you'll see it more, and then bone. This allows us to go front and backwards, as well as side to side. And then this one is not parented, so we need to parent it with the bone. There we go. And then this lets us like lift up and things like that. So then we'll go into object mode. This is a weird angle, I apologize. Click on the armature again, pose, make sure we get that blue line, Control P for the bone. There you go. Then we'll do his hand. So there and there. Pose mode here, Control P, bone, rotate it. We're not adding an armature to the blaster because you could, if you want to attach the bone and the hand, you can just do the hand and the blaster, then hit Control B and do the object, Control P, and do the object, and that'll link them there. We're going to do the pants. Make sure to shift click on the armature, go into pose mode, we'll click on this red rectangle. This allows us to do crouching and jumping and things like that. Go into object mode, hit the legs, shift click the armature, pose mode. Make this, we'll do the red squares, do the bone there, and then we'll want to do the blue circle there. This allows us to there we go. Allows us to move the feet with G. Now we need to do the other one. Click on the leg, shift click the armature, click on the foot, Control P, bone, and then also the knee, Control P, bone. Test it out with G on the foot, and there we go. Now for the head and the hair will sometimes mix up, and that's fine. Yeah, we don't have it fully where it should be. That's fine. I think I might have just fixed it actually. Kind of. Close mode. I think I just wanna frick. Well, that doesn't matter. We should have done that earlier. That is a better way though to see if you're on track, is by looking at that around its head. But we will put that the way it's looking. Go into object mode, select his head, select that. Make sure to click on that, Control P, bone. There you go. Get his hair out. Go into object mode, select his hair, select the armature, pose mode, select this part, Control P, bone, and now we can move his head. The hair doesn't really matter, it'll be attached to him. But that is how you add the armatures and rigs and things like that. So now we can hide the armature, since we will probably not be animating Luke, but that just gives us the option to. We'll finish up. Let's see, how much time have I been here? Don't need settings. 17 minutes, we're good. So we'll go into object mode again. RZ 90, GX, and then RY, I believe this is 45. Yup. We'll hit G. Go probably right about here. His head is off. Why is his head off? Okay, well, that would explain why it looked weird, because his head was weird. That's weird. Okay. Anyways. Let's see. We'll copy this, because we're going to go down here. Okay. I don't know if this is right, but whatever. I'm actually going to stay down and do this. So there we go. Nope, this is not right. It might be the right z-axis, though. No, it wasn't. Okay. So I got to do that all over again. Let's try to bring it up, though, so it's matching. That's the one thing I hate about diagonals, is it's really hard to get it to like stay in its place. You really want to use the different like the GYGX stuff to make it easier just to like do. I'll bring that up more. Friggin' heck. This is brutal. Okay, GX, we want to bring that back a little more, like that. Okay, and then I think if we rotate it on the Y and just and then bring it down maybe just a little bit, and then get rid of his torso. Okay, his neck's still in there a bit. There we go. I think that looks good. So we'll name this torso. So that's for Luke. And then let's see if his armature got messed up. So if I click this, yep. So we need to do object mode, that, shift click the armature, pose mode, do that, control P, bone, and then this one as well, control P, bone. So it should know, no, control P, bone. There we go. And then this one's for, yep, okay. So we'll control S, object mode. I can kind of see his neck, so I'm just gonna not do that. I'm gonna not do that. Oh, GX, there we go. That should be good. So, yeah, I'll do his legs. And actually, what I'm gonna do, we need these walls to be able to move. And I think if I just hit Shift A, I can get an armature bone. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to do trash compactor. I'm going to create a new one. We'll create the left wall. And this is going to be interesting because we're going to make it so that the walls and objects move with it so that they can get crushed. And all I want to do is just select every piece that comes with that. And we'll move it into this left wall here. We're just going to keep doing that until we have all the pieces for this wall. Okay. So I think now what we can do is if we select all of that, we can go over here to object and we can do join. So now, what piece is this? Oh, we want that to be join. There we go. So this is the left wall. And now what we can do is if we do GX, we can move it. Now it's a wall. So we can use that for when we're doing our animation. And we'll do that for the right wall as well. Okay, so again, we'll click on the top one, go to the bottom of that selection, we'll hold Shift, click on the bottom one, go to Object, Join, scroll all the way back up to the top, and we can name this right wall. And if we hide it to make sure we got everything, there we go. And if we select it, we can do that. So in this episode, we looked at how to add an armature or a rig to a character. We also fixed Luke's costume or his stormtrooper outfit. I will do the legs off camera as that's going to just be annoying. Let's see, what else did we do? And then we made the walls into one object so that it's easily, so that we can easily manipulate it. And in the next episode, we will be looking at how to animate our scene, how to get a background so the camera doesn't see this gray transparency, and then also how to animate a character and things like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.